Hello and welcome to Veil of Death MTG, your number one source for fun cEDH gameplay and fun Magic the Gathering videos. I am your host Death and I am joined today by my friends. You could call this one of the OG pods, cause these awesome fellas have been joining me for a very long time. With that in mind, remember to check out the links in the description box below as I welcome Jelly of Jelly MTG on his Tales of an Old Sea Dog, Jetbread of 802 cEDH returns on TikTok Magda Clock, Chris is back and brought back his Erinis Shoots You Too, and I am dancing mad on my monument to non-existence. If you watched the short from Sunday, you know what you're in for, but otherwise, do we have any pre-games, my friends?
Ooh, pick me. I've got a gemstone and I'll pitch this mental misstep.
Alright, good luck, have fun. Chris, you want the dice roll.
With this Yavamaya and the birds, I'll pass.
Well, I'm glad you took away the mental misstep, because this means I can have some fun here. I'll start with a Morphic Pool, lead into a Mox Diamond. I'll pitch this Otawara, Ride a Flame, have 2 red, use one of those red for a Winds of Change.
Yeah, sure.
It's better than Burning Inquiry.
No, but it was great.
Red floating, but I can't use it. However, I can use this blue one to play this Mystic Remora.
Damn you to hell, Death.
And with that, I'll take my bow and pass the turn.
Do we get a land? We do. We'll play this mountain, and I will pass.
Draw a card for turn. Tropical Island. Let's cast a Thras. And pass.
Draw. Let's play an Urza's Cave. Yeah, let's cast the Erinis. I will pass.
Everybody's so polite by playing creatures only. However, I will still pay for the fish. My turn. Draw a mystery card. Underground Sea. Talisman of Dominance. And play my final card from my hand by dealing 1 damage to myself. A Stitcher Supplier. And a 1. And a 2. And a 3. And with that, I'll pass.
Let's draw. We'll play this lovely Gemstone Caverns I just drew. We'll just tap and cast Magda. And I'll pass.
What a nice relaxing game of Commander we're all playing.
Super fair magic.
Super fair magic. No, that's sad. It's not a land. Training grounds.
I don't think you're paying 4 for it though, right?
No, you can have a card.
Yay, beautiful.
And then I'll pass.
Play a Tiger. Let's play a Professional Facebreaker. Okay. Play a Malevolent Rumble.
Yay.
Top 4. Alright, no lands. They are all permanents. Yeah, it's Hermit Druid. The rest can run the bin. Spawn. Go to combat. Let's attack Jed for 3.
Sure.
A treasure. Post combat. I'm gonna cast this Hermit Druid.
Yay, there's a clock in the game.
I have 2 basics in the deck, so it might not be that great, but I will pass the turn.
I will untap. And you know, you suffered the fish long enough, the fish can die. 5, I get to cast Kefka.
Yeah, Chris and Jelly, I've got mostly a handful of instants.
I will tell you now I have no instance.
Okay. I can discard a creature if Jelly can discard a creature.
Yeah, I can discard a creature.
All at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Artifact.
Creature.
Artifact creature.
I draw 3 cards.
So it begins.
Yup.
Pass.
Draw. Play a land. And attempt to cast a Lifecraft engine. We will be naming dwarves. I will just sit back and pass turn.
I'm gonna pass.
Draw. Let's activate the Hermit Druid. See how many cards I get rid of to find my basic.
Here we go.
Lovely. There we go.
There it
Hey.
is.
Just a few cards in my graveyard. I'll play the land for turn. I guess we can go to combat. 2 at Jed, 3 at Jelly. Get a land back, which will be...
I'm not blocking.
I'm going to exile a Bottle Cap Blast, and I'm going to Pyrokinesis. 3 damage to the Facebreaker, 1 damage the Bop.
Yeah, sure. I'll play the background. Not that I have much to shoot with it. Pass the turn.
Let's see what we top deck. I'm gonna start by shocking myself, and then I would like to move to combat. I will attack Jelly with Kefka, and there is a trigger on attacks. I have made my choice.
Okay.
I will be most likely just discarding an instant.
It's a creature from me.
Whatever I discard is going to be at least 1 extra type, so...
3, 2, 1, sorcery.
Enchantment.
Vizier, so a creature.
So yeah, the full 4 there.
Ugh.
I'll take the 4.
I'll play this Wishclaw Talisman.
Dibs.
I will activate it and give it to Jed as he called dibs on it. Found it. I will play this LED. I would like to play this Underworld Breach. So I have a breach, as they say, right?
You do.
Cast a Chain of Vapor targeting my Mox Diamond.
I'd like to respond to that. We're going to attempt to Cyclonic Rift the Underworld Breach.
I'm gonna crack my LED, make it red, discarding a Pyroblast, a land, a Esper's to Magistrate, and a Monument. Then I would like to cast that Pyroblast, exiling land, the Winds, and a land, targeting Cyclonic Rift.
I'm going to Noxious Revive and put the LED on top of your library.
Sure.
Rift is counted.
Mox Diamond goes to hand, sacrifice a land, Talisman of Dominance back into my hand, sacrifice a land, the Stitcher Supplier back into my hand, no other targets left. So I have 2 red floating, I'll cast this Talisman of Dominance, pay 1 life, cast that Stitcher Supplier, LED, my Simian Spirit Guide, and my land. So I will start by casting the LED, exiling 1 land, 2nd land, 3rd land, crack it for triple red, discarding this Mox Diamond, recast it, exiling the Mox Diamond, which is now completely useless, the land, the Rite of Flame, crack the LED for triple blue, the blue to cast Chain of Vapor targeting my Talisman of Dominance, exiling the Simian Spirit Guide, the Espers, and the Monument.
Yeah.
I'll return this to my hand, sacrifice a land, target my Wishclaw Talisman with the copy of Chain of Vapor.
Are you going to sack a land to bounce the Breach, Jed? I suppose you can replay it, but it uses up some mana.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, Wishclaw to hand, sacrifice the gemstone, and bounce the breach.
Sack my final land to return my Stitcher Supplier to my hand. It's this. 1 red, 1 blue for my Talisman of Dominance, 1 red, 1 blue for my Underworld Breach, a black, leaving that red floating for my Stitcher Supplier, 1, 2, 3. Now I can do my LED again, exiling the Remora, the Mist, the Force, and the Talisman. I have LED, I'm gonna crack the LED for triple black. Then I will recast the LED, exiling these 3 cards, crack it for triple blue, a blue, and a black to cast the Wishclaw. 1 of the black. Give it back to Jed!
Alright. I feel so special.
Anybody remember the storm count?
18. I've been keeping track.
Leaving a blue and a red floating. Cast Brain Freeze targeting myself. And target all of them myself.
I'm going to be a bit of a pain here and say, can you do them 1 at a time? You have 20 copies on the stack. Here is probably the last chance I get to interact. 6 more copies. There may have been a better time earlier to do this, but casters turn the earth. The Thoracle, the LED, Culling the Weak.
So you gain 2 life, and you shuffle these into my library.
Yep. Just go through the rest of them as normal.
I hit all the cards again. So if there are no more interactions, I will basically mill myself, outcast the LED, Thrasios Oracle, and win the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did it!
Good game.
We did it, boys! Kefka did a thing! But you know what that means? Next week, we have another game.